Okay. Here we go again for another edition of This Is Us. We are ready to rock and roll and get popping up in this joint with our main gospel artist, our recording artist, our guest for this evening is Jamaican born, Bawnagen. And what a name, what a name, what a name, what a name for the ministry of Bawnagen, ministering for Jesus Christ, all the way from Jamaica. He's our personal guest this evening, and so we want to say welcome. And before we go to the performance, we want to say welcome to everybody in the building. Thank you so much for joining another episode of This Is Us. Thank you all for coming. And also we want to say thanks to Bawnagen and the team for representing for what you believe. Thank you so much. And now we present to you the main host of this show, SF Rose.
Welcome everyone. Thank you for coming. I'm going to just say hello to a few of you. Try to say hello to all of you, and then we're going to jump right in so we can get started with the show. So I want to say, Angela M., thank you for coming, sis. Be Amazing Sylvia, thank you for coming. Life with Ro, thank you for coming. Melody Marlandorf, nice to see you. Shaman Shakiner, thank you for coming. Amazing Maisie, thank you for coming. Triple Deuce Scratcher, thank you for coming. Patrice Charles, thank you for coming. Donna Johnson, thank you for coming. God World Music, thank you for coming. Sarah DVN, good to see you. On the other side tonight, TR, thank you for coming. So I just want to thank you all, like I said, for coming. And Shanna Gay Richards, hello, welcome, thank you for coming. I just want to say thank you for being here. You know, I say it every week, but, you know, life's about choices, and you could be anywhere. Be Amazing Sylvia, I'm not sure if I said hello to you, but hello and thank you for coming. Life is about choices, and you could have been anywhere tonight, and you're choosing to be here. I know it's a little bit different because you guys are used to 8 o'clock, and it's an hour earlier. So I'm hoping that some of you start to shuffle in as time goes on. So, like I said, without further ado, I really want to get into the music part of the program. I just want to thank you all for just for being here. You know, again, Ace, thank you for being here. Blacklight Records, thank you for the raid. Vivette Walker, thank you for coming. It is about choices, and I appreciate every week when I see a lot of the same faces who choose to be here with us. Again, another episode of This Is Us, and we are going to get right into it. Susie Metzner, Bridget C. Let me actually just thank and say hi to everybody who's coming in from Blacklight Records raid. Ms. Yo-Yo Show, thank you for coming, sis. Bridget, thank you for being here. I know I already said it, but I'm saying it twice just because I love to see your name in here. Again, Blacklight Records, thank you for the raid. And if somebody could actually drop his link in the chat for me, I would appreciate it. And hey, Tiffany, thank you for coming, sis. If somebody could drop in the description, I have information for Bawnagen's link. If someone could drop that throughout the show, I would appreciate it. And Blacklight Records, I would appreciate if those links could be dropped in the chat. That's it. So without further ado,
let's welcome our main artist. He's right there on main stage, ready to blast off, ready to take off to Mars. No, he's not going to Mars this evening. Or maybe is it Jupiter or Pluto? Oh, I don't think so. He may be taking off to heaven. No, he's already in heaven. All right, we are ready to rock and roll on the show. Put your hands together and make welcome no other than the official recording artist, Bawnagen.
Yeah. Hold up. First of all, I want to say greetings to everybody that's tuned into the live now. And I'm saying greetings not in my name, but in the most powerful name, the name of Jesus Christ. Yeah, definitely we're going to have some fun tonight. Thank you, SF Rose. Thank you, TR, for inviting me on here. We're about to, do what we do for Christ. And this song is called Do What You Love. It's produced by Cashflow Records. And it's really a song that says, do what you love. And you'll never work a day in your life. Focus on what God has planted in you and bear fruit from that seed that he has planted in you. And for me, it's music. So I'm doing what I love. This isn't work. All right. DJ D, let it flow. Live. Yeah. Bye-bye. Don't believe you got wings and now you gon' fly. Fly. And if your mind is stuck in the dirt, then you'll never touch the sky. I just wanna do it to make my mom proud. She been through a lot, but look at my mom now. My favorite parent. Now she ain't gotta pay rent. I'm telling him to be my mom's house for all that praying. This is my way to say amen. Be a change, stand out. Can't sit around, get up off the damn couch. I'm not a boy anymore, I'm a man now. Ready to give a hand and receive a handout. I'm on the corner not because I wanna hang out. Tupac said I don't see no changes. Not cause we've been oppressed by the races. Fact is, we are greatest haters and we need to change that. Rearrange that. We lost a lot of things that we need to claim back. Stop entertaining procrastination, my nation. Do what you love, you never work a day in your life. Step into your purpose, tell the things that be holding you down, bye-bye. If you don't believe you got wings and now you gon' fly. And if your mind is stuck in the dirt, then you'll never touch the sky. I just wanna do something different with my life. Don't just wanna make it, but wanna make it alright for my peoples. Don't matter if you black or you white. Look at Akon bringing his people water and light. Yeah, everybody love them fancy things, expensive rings. My plan is to change the game and just put a little heart in it. Heart in it helps the less fortunate. Success is not about how far you get in life, it's about the heart you bless. Designed by the architect, so just follow the blueprint instead of shooting. Let's come together and start a new thing. Make the type of songs you're proud to hear the youth sing. Don't let record labels dictate how you do things. My pen is my friend and it's gonna write things. Everybody help me sing. Believe in me. And you can't see my dreams. The picture isn't all it seems. Break these chains, I wanna be free. Hey, do what you love, you never work a day in your life. Your life, your life. And give you purpose, telling things that be holding you down, bye-bye. If you don't believe you got wings and now you gon' fly, fly. Listen, there's a lot of people that don't get the perspective. Listen, you see the bottom, I see the top. You see some hoodlums, I see hip-hop. You see drug dealers counting their figures. I see accountants who ain't got jobs. You see the violence of black on black. I see new seasons of Breaking Bad. I'm here to make rap great again, so I'm writing like me and Pac share the pen. If you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. Step into your purpose, tell the things that be holding you down, bye-bye. If you don't believe you got wings and now you gon' fly. And if your mind is stuck in the dirt, then you'll never touch the sky. Do what you love. Yeah. Make sure you do what you love. The whole idea of life is do what you love. To bless other people do what you love with your life. Hey, DJ, let them hear the next track.
You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
Okay.
My heavyweight champ.
Life battles make you want to give up. Painful when you think about what the devil did us. But God already knew that we had it in us to overcome. So he said, lean on my shoulders, son. When fathers leave because mothers couldn't hold their tongues. If you store the tears you cry, would be overflowing drums. So you don't let it out. Nah, you try to hold it in. See, warriors don't cry, so you try to hold the grunts. Hey, I've been through the struggles, boy. I know the slums. I made it out alive, though I roll with the punches. Life threw a lot of problems at my feet, but what I did was give it all to Jesus and pray to overcome the enemies. Pray, that's how I crossed over many bridges. Now God hold a pen to write the story of my life. So if you should ask me, I don't know where the ending is. Hey, I just want to take this time out to welcome y'all to the live stream. Shout out to SF Rose, TR for inviting me. Shout out to my boy DJ Chinny, Cashflow Records, Godwell Music. This is what we do for a living, man. I'm something like a ball on top of water. Push me down and I'ma come up even harder. I can't lose cause I got Jesus in my corner. I got my guards up, whole armor, righteousness for my breastplate while I'm making my escape. This ain't a battlefield, it's more like an estate. Yeah, So welcome to my world, where the faithful survive, where the unbelievers die cursed. We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but we fighting demons. Demons of fornication, killing, hating, fighting, stealing. You can choose to perish the thought or invite the feeling. We have the power to ignite the fire, light the ceiling. Woo! But keep your eyes on the opponent. The space between winning and losing is just a moment. Oh, and don't get caught up in the symphony. Somebody ring the bell for me. Yeah. And I want to take this time out to shout out to everybody that's on the live right now. All the supporters, everybody that's praying for me. You know how we do. It's all about Christ, right? YVCM, what's happening? Woo! Oh. Yeah, we having fun. All right, so right now I just want to take the time out to say shout out to Survivor the Gifted, aka Sorry Devian, my brother in Christ who, connected me. He's one of the brothers that ministered to me when I was out there in sin doing dancehall and hip hop music for the world. But now I'm here representing Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? So I'm introducing myself to the world right now. Let it go! My boy DJ Chinny ain't here, but we gonna rock out anyway. One time. Okay, somebody put in the chat right now. Type PSJII in the chat right now. Let me know you listening. Let me know you vibing. Oh. Yeah, I'm from the land of the Marleys and Usain Bolt. Plus I'm standing on the word of God, truth and hope. Ain't the best that ever did it, but I know that when I spit it, they been listening to my lyrics like, yeah, it's dope. I'm trying to share these rhymes I found, but you trying to tie me down. The last time I checked, got loose every rope. I hustle peace and hope instead of weed and dope, and stay married to the rap game like being Hove. Oh, feeling like I'm sitting on the edge of hope. Through the time recording this rhyme that I wrote, cause I know with this 9 to 5 I can never cope. So I'm steady on my grind trying to get that low. I told my mama one day it's gonna get better though. The devil trying to stop my shine but I forever glow. He threw me in the dirt, thought the world would never know, but he got tricked cause I'm a seed, that's where I grow. Oh, so one time for my people, where the praise is at. Let me hear the believers in the building. Hey, one time, say one time for my people, where the praise is at. Let me hear the believers in the building. All right, bust the move, come on. Oh, turn it up. Oh, listen, yeah, we're moving forward with Jesus. I mean, we ain't gonna stop. Taking the gospel of Jesus Christ straight to the top. Even secular artists worried about me taking a spot. Jesus told me to take over every street corner and block. Me and my team sailing out, we're leaving the docks. Radio station showing us love, giving us props. Champion the debut single, fresh out the box. Edifying the mind of the youth while making them rock. Heard a preacher, what I'm doing is whack. Should I give up or keep going? I prayed about it a lot. But 1 Peter 4:11 found a looser than not. Cause now I'm free in Jesus Christ, God's only begot. Never been in music school, but if you give me the track, put a rhyme on every ball like a train on a track. Couldn't sing to save my life, but I know I can rap. I'm not a rapper who's a Christian, I'm a Christian who rap. I'm different. Whoa, so one time for my people, where the praise is at. Let me hear the believers in the building. DJ Chin Boss, what's happening? Woo! One time for my people, where the praise is at. Let me hear the believers in the building. Yeah, you can check out my project, Grand Rising. It's available everywhere, every platform, Spotify. You can check me out, Bawnagen Music. Yeah, let me get some more to the track. Shout out to my boy Chris Range, wherever you at. But let me see all of the Jesus represented right now. I want to see you post PSJII in the chat right now. Whoa, whoa, if you, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm looking for the hands, I'm seeing. So I say, hold up, wait a minute, let me put some Jesus in it. Hold up, wait a minute, let me put some Jesus in it. Hold up, wait a minute, let me put some Jesus in it. Hold up, wait a minute. Yeah, it's easy to be an artist and call it ministry, but in the middle of all this, Are we rapping for the corner things? Are we trying to save souls so that God can reward us? God is not pleased with your similes or the fact that your verse is a metaphoric. And if you're gonna be a prophet that prophesies for a prophet, then you can just stop it. I'm not hating, just saying keep doing your thing. And my brothers, if you know it's your calling, still a few witch artists who have not messed up or soiled their garments. You a lyricist, yeah, you can kill a beat, but God is asking though, where my spirit is. A lot of concerts, no converse. I thought the reason for the gospel was to bring us into his knees. If that ain't happening after all the rapping, man, it ain't God, it's you that's got a lot of fans. Bible told me follow Christ, not to follow man. Spread the gospel to my sister and my brother, man. If by some chance I come up with another plan, God, I know you see it to me like a hologram. Always there for me like a mother's hand. Can't wait for you to take me to another land. Satan enslaved us, but Jesus is saving, saved us from sin. If you out here faking and raving, trust me, you ain't playing the king. On Judgment Day, just know we are gonna be explaining to him his words is final. Everybody sing this part. If you
Jesus, let me see you put it hands
put him up to the sky.
If you're living for Jesus,
Let me see you put your hands
up, way up to
Oh,
the sky.
so I say, hold up, wait a minute.
Let me put some Jesus
Do this, hold up, wait a minute.
Let me put some Jesus
Come on,
in it.
say, hold up, wait a minute.
Let me put some Jesus in it.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Let me put some Jesus in it.
Question, what you gonna do? Do or die? What's it gonna be? Wait until the river's dry? He came to die for you and I. All you gotta do is believe that he's the son of the bigger guy. I was born as a sinner, now I'm a new beginner. Yeah, the devil wanted me to live a lie. God told me not to listen to the devil. There's a whole new level if you take the time to realize. Look by faith, not literally with your eyes. Life's not just for you to live or die. There's a race to be born and there is a prize. Christ wants you to shine. The devil want to dim your light. You can raise the dead, you can heal the blind. By faith, you can turn the water into wine. Believe in him, body, soul, and your mind. Let us be your will until the end of time. Till the end of time. Till the end of time. Yo. Everybody, I want you to make one decision right now and put your hands up. It doesn't matter if anybody's seeing you. God is seeing you. Whoa. Put them up. Put them up. One time. Okay, y'all gonna sing this part with me? So I say, hold up, wait a minute. Come on, say, hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Yeah. I'm having fun, man. Shout out to everybody that's locked in right now, straight across the globe. You know how we do. Gospel gone virtual on him. SF Rose, what's up? Talk to me. What is the chat room looking like? TR, what's up?
It's looking like it's starting to fill up.
Oh, they just starting to join the party?
Yeah, I think sometimes they're not fully used to me being on at 7 o'clock, so they're starting to roll in now.
Oh, yeah. This is a party. This is a party before the party, right?
Well, now the party's really starting.
All right, that's what's up. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Tell your friend to join in. Bawnagen is live right now. We enjoying the music. This is all new music that we're doing right now. This music is something that God has inspired in me. A lot of people might not know, but I was doing music before and I wasn't doing it for Christ, right? And I went through a lot of situations, including being locked up behind bars, right? And that's one of the reasons why I started to look into my life and say, you know what? I'm going to have to do something that's really worthwhile, something that really affects my soul versus something that's just going to make me a quick buck, And so right now, we're not doing it for the money. We're not doing it for the fame. We're doing it for God's glory. Yeah. And if money and fame should come, then so be it. But at the end of the day, we're doing it for God's glory. Definitely. Yeah. So I want to introduce somebody to come and help me minister this song right now, because this song is serious. This song is my personal life story. It's called Got God in My Soul. And I have the beautiful Shanique Grant. Could you step forward so everybody can see you? Yeah. I just want you to glorify God with your voice. It's getting hot out here. Really, I was wishing I was not out here. Hey man, numbers got our fear. It ain't easy representing the king when you got wasted years, missed the past, dropped out of high school, man. I missed some class, and most of my years facing beats with raps, spitting rhymes in the club for a fist of cash, but then it got me nowhere. Still chasing the dream after 24 years, scribbling lines, spitting in rhymes, selling weed on the corners for nickels and dimes. I got locked up at 26. Sometimes I sit back, stop reminisce. Already happened, but what if it never did? I'd probably be dead already, was heading the devil's lids. I'm probably out here spitting, but wouldn't be singing this.
On and on we go. Life's a long and windy road. I can feel his spirit close. That's how I know I'm never alone.
This is what I want to say. I got God in myself. Ain't got money, got no bankroll, but got God in myself. Part for my clothes and my back, that's all that I own. But I got God in myself. And because I got God, I got anything I want. What? I got God in myself. Can I minister to them? Listen, since birth you learn to smirk when they dish you dirt. Real pain is that you don't know what it is that you worth. So you settle for less, even if it hurts. Should be your nurse, but you in the kitchen flipping burgers. If you keep this up, you know it's gonna be getting worse. Is the living water? What is it you thirst? A good life, husband and wife, money in your purse. All of that is yours. All you gotta do is put him first. Life's a gift. Don't let the devil tell you it's a curse. Don't let them kill your soul and turn your body into a hearse. Victim of the system merely existing in the earth. Once a victim, but I found my freedom in the church. So I'm here to tell somebody you can let it go. All the tears you got bottled up, let it flow. All them scars that you got from the wars, don't be afraid to let it show and let them know.
On and on we go. Life's a long and windy road. I can feel his spirit close. That's how I know I'm never alone.
Sing it again.
On and on we go. Life's a long and windy road. I can feel his spirit close. That's how I know I'm never alone.
Something inside of me telling me I can be the man that I should be as long as I have Christ in me. The devil's fighting me, but more than likely he gonna use a direct to doing what the Bible teach. Never seen him before, but guess what? I believe people like me are blessings written on the Bible. Believe you truly serving God, and personally I believe your treasures is stored up in heaven, not for earthly eyes to see. Put your hands together for Shanique Grant. It was a blessing. And that song is definitely something that's on my project as well, Grant Rising. You know, it was originally done with Krista Dene. She's not here, so Shanique Grant came through and blessed it for me. And it was a blessing. All right, so you guys want to go into the... How's the chat room looking? Any questions coming in?
All right. We weren't. If we are at midway of this performance, then sure, we can ask you a couple of questions. I got a couple of questions for you, so we can go straight into that.
Sure.
One of my first questions. I realize, or I should say, that 95% of Jamaican artists tend to lean towards dancehall and reggae, but somehow you seem to be more hip hop influence. Is there any particular reason for this?
All right, interesting question. Good question as well. Because yes, I was growing up in the dancehall reggae culture of Jamaica. It was embedded in me. However, when in my teenage years, when I got introduced to hip hop music, what it meant to me was I had a lot more room to speak. See, with dancehall, it's really like energy, jump, rave, kick, versus rap, which is like laid back and allowing the person to speak. And so when I used to write dancehall music, I used to do normally people do like 8 bars. For those who know music, dancehall music would be like 8 bars and chorus, then 8 bars and chorus. And I would be the person who would write 16 bars, then chorus, because I always have a lot to say in my songs. So the culture of hip hop really gives me that room to express myself and say a lot more to even a broader audience, because sometimes people don't even understand dancehall because of the lingo. And I realized that a lot of dancehall artists have has issues when they go international. So for me, I'm glad that I got introduced to the culture of hip hop and I was able to catch the lingo and be able to relate my life story. And I had a lot more room to say what I wanted to say versus just stuck within an 8 bar to just create an energy and send the message within a small window. So I don't know. That's kind of like what lead me to that. It's not like I'm not savvy with the dancehall. Probably look more than you're gonna hear me spit some dancehall tracks because that's my culture. That's where I'm from. That's why I spell my name Bawnagen. Bawnagen, Jamaican.
Okay. Sounds pretty good to me, but my concern is here's my concern. If you're going to be a hip hop influence artist and you have more hip hop tracks, don't you think as a Jamaican that wants to reach out or reach the Jamaican audience, you should lean closer to dancehall or reggae? Because of course, hip hop, I can tell you as a musician, I can tell you this as a musician, it's about 10% of the Jamaican audience will accept hip hop from a Jamaican artist. I have been in the music industry for a very long time, so I'm not sure. So I'm going to ask you, when you, sorry, I know you said that the main reason for choosing hip hop is that it gives you more room to express all what you want to express, since that you have a lot to say. Now, I want to say, being a hip hop artist, you're going to be up with international artists who is their culture is hip hop, like those from the United States, especially. Do you think you can compete with the hip hop community here in the United States? That is going to be a challenge to go head to head with them. So you choose hip hop because of the fact that you can get more words into your songs, and you can get, instead of being stuck in an 8 bar or a 12 bar situation, you can spit some lyrics for 32 bars or even 64 bars if you like. So I understand what you're saying, but don't you think it's going to be a challenge between the Jamaican audience? Because there is something that I know as an artist and as a musician, is that when we break out in the United States as artists, if you are a Jamaican, they normally send you back to Jamaica. I say, if you know boss a Jamaica, you can boss a foreign. You have to boss a Jamaica first. And me I tell you, it now go easy if you boss a Jamaica with hip hop still, to be honest.
ITR, I definitely get where you're coming from. However, for me, I'm not just looking at it from the quote unquote genre. I'm looking at it from the message. I do message music. So really and truly, if I can compact a message in a song that reaches the heart of somebody, it means so much. Like you can break barrier languages and culture languages and genre languages once your music is speaking to the heart. And for me, being a spiritual artist, a faith-based artist, I'm not necessarily concerned about competing. I'm concerned about reaching somebody with my message, with my story. And trust me, if I get the exposure that I know that I could get, I know that people will accept what I have to put on the table as an artist, not necessarily being in a box by being labeled as a hip hop or a dancehall artist, but just as a human being who has a story to tell. And so I believe that the biggest artists in the world, whether or not their genre was a hype genre or a genre that was popular, because they spoke to the hearts of people, they broke records. One of my favorite artists is Tracy Chapman. I don't know where you would put her, but her songs are filled with messages that touch the lives and hearts of people. She's not even categorized. Like, I don't know what you call her, hip hop. She just plays a guitar and she just sings the messages from her soul. And that's what I plan to do with my gift, is to just sing the messages from my soul. Mainly, people who love hip hop will vibe with me. I've been to churches to minister, and after finishing, I hear a lot of young people come to me and say, because you're doing this, I feel like I would want to come to church because I didn't know that this kind of music was available. I've met ministers who said to me, I had a struggle with vibing with Grace Chillers, and nothing's wrong with Grace Chillers. They are icons, but they couldn't vibe with that because of that is what considered church music. So when they heard me speaking about God in a more hip hop fashion, they was vibing. They was like really intrigued, and I feel like I could have had the opportunity to minister to them and say, you can give your life to God. So that's my mission, and I think the mission overrides the competition.
All right, sounds very good, SF Rose. Just so like you have a question.
Yeah, there's a couple. Actually, there's two people. Well, actually, first I want to thank K Positive Reckford for the super chat, Tommy Travels for the super chat, and Angela
That's my mom.
M for the super chat.
K Positive is my mom.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. There is two people in the chat right now, Patrice Charles and Yonique Moncrief. If I said it wrong, I apologize. Both of them actually asked the same question. So Yonique had two questions, and Patrice and Unique in one of the questions wanted to know, I'm going to ask you both the questions first, and then you can answer both of them respectively. So the first question that they both had was, where did you get your name from, Bawnagen? And then the second question came solely from Unique, and she wanted to know, what's your story? So,
okay.
If you want to
touch
on
first, let me go with the
you came
name
up with
first.
the name, and then your story.
All right. So when I got baptized, it was on the 28th of March, 2010, and my birthday was on the 27th. So I celebrated my birthday the day before I got baptized. And so for me, celebrating my spiritual birthday right after my physical birthday, it really confirms a man being born again. And the night that we was in church, there was a song that was just like playing on repeat, like they couldn't stop singing the song. And the song had a line in it that says, I'm a new creation. I'm a brand new man. Old things are passed away. I'm born again. So these were all the baptized members singing this song over and over again. And I was singing and rejoicing in my salvation. And the word kept flowing in my heart. I'm a new creation. I even created a song called New Creation because of how inspiring that moment was. So those two moments helped me to confirm the name Bawnagen and embrace it as my ministry name, because I got baptized the day after I was born, in terms of like celebrating my birthday. So that's where it came from. So that's for Patrice. And then for Unique, my story really is that I was living in a very volatile place in Central Village, Spanish Town. A lot of people know these places. Shout out to every Jamaican that's in the chat. They will know Central Village, Spanish Town. It's very volatile. And as a young, aspiring artist, I found myself without a place to live because I was like, living around, just chasing after the music wholeheartedly. And so what happened is I got embraced by the street. The gangs in the community, the bosses in the community saw me as a meal ticket. They said, yo, if we support you and you get your break, then you're gonna, end up in return supporting the gangster culture. So I was kind of like making a deal that I didn't care about because I just wanted the break. And God pulled me out of that, because when I got locked up, there was like a literal warring fraction happening in the community between different factions. And when I got out of lockup, the avenue that I was on, a lot of the guys who were on the avenue either died or they ran away because of how dangerous the violence got. So I felt like my life was hidden in that prison cell because of God having a purpose for me. So really and truly, that's the basis of where my story is built. Because when I came out, I felt like I wanted to do something different with my life because I saw what the streets can do to you, you know? And there's a lot more to the testimony, but I couldn't divulge in every part of the detail. But there are some miraculous moments that if I explain them to you, you would actually see that it was God that was actually working things out in my life and causing me to stand here today to encourage the youth in the communities, in the streets, because my ministry is not for the quote unquote four walls of the church, but it's for the youth that are on the streets that feel like they can't relate to Christianity or relate to giving them life to Christ. And I'm here to build that bridge. So that's my purpose. That's where my story is based off. And that's why I have this mission to do this kind of music to reach that kind of an audience.
Okay. Patrice Charles is also asking, how did you get your inspiration to write your music?
All right. Well, definitely life. Life situations. Some of the songs that I wrote, I really wrote them because I was going through a situation. You know? The God in My Soul song that you just heard, if you listen to the lyrics, I'm telling you what was happening in my life. I got locked up at 26. You know? And I was literally locked up at the age of 26. I got pulled off of the streets by the police and they just said, hey, listen, you know. And so for me, the moments that I've experienced allow me to put them into, use my talent to rhyme and to, you know, do wordplay to express this story. In the interim, that somebody will understand that you don't have to reach the heights of where everybody is at to feel successful. Because if you notice in the song, I said, I got God in my soul. I don't got money. I don't have a bank account full of money. Apart from the clothes on my back, that's all that I own. But I got God in my soul. And because I got God, I got everything I want. So I'm trying to tell the youth out there that you don't have to acquire vanity to feel successful in life. You just have to be able to, you know, surrender your life to God. Because the whole duty of man is to fear God and to keep his commandments. The wisest man, King Solomon, said that, you know.
Okay. Yonique is asking, what or who inspired you to be this man you are today?
Definitely Jesus Christ. The Bible and Jesus Christ, because that's what has been shaping me in becoming who I am. My mom, you know, when I was coming up, she definitely did a lot of work into shaping me. And I respect my mom for that. Shout out to K Positive. Hi, mom, if you're watching, right? And at the end of the day, you know, the community that I grew up in, the people that influenced me, they all contributed. But ultimately, meeting Christ and studying the Word of God has caused me to be able to have a mold that I want to project my life to fit. I'm not saying that I got it right, but I'm being carved, I'm being chipped daily to fit this mold that the Word has set for me. The Word has set a standard, and we strive daily to fit the standard that the Word, you know, impresses upon us. So definitely that's what is causing me to be the man that I am now.
Okay, I actually have a personal question.
Sure, go ahead.
So I read your story, obviously, before bringing you on the show. And I wasn't sure if your unfortunate past was off limits or not. And it appears it's not fully off limits, being that you actually introduced that part of your life to the chat when you first came on today. So my question is about that, and I'm going to try to ask as diplomatic as possible because I'm still not certain if it was something that you would want to fully divulge and get into. But what I will say is, from you being locked up, was it a situation for you where you were in the wrong place at the wrong time? Or was it just a situation where you maybe just made some poor decisions? Maybe immaturely, I guess, is the best way that I could say it. Because I don't want to...
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah,
put you
I
in,
can
in
answer
an
that.
awkward
I
spot.
can
And
answer
if you
that.
want to pass through this and you're not comfortable with it, we can move on.
Yeah. No, I can answer that. The scripture said that we are a light. We're put on a hill, you know, and a light that is put on a hill cannot be hid. So my whole life is exposed, and that is a part of being a Christ-centered person. That you're not free to expose your life, because it could be some intricate details of your life that could actually save save somebody. So for me, it was a mixture of both. It was poor decision and it was wrong place, wrong time. It was both, because fact is, the morning when I went on the road, I I went on the road to smoke some marijuana because I was staying at a friend's house who was actually going to church, and I didn't want to disrespect him by smoking weed in the premises. He was from the streets like me, but he started transitioning. That's Marvin Coleman. Shout him out anywhere he is right now. And so I went on the road, and while I was going to stop by the house the yard that I wanted to do my weed smoking, I heard a still voice said to me, "Don't stop there, continue." But I didn't listen because I know I wanted to do what I wanted to do. So I stopped and rolled my joint and was smoking. And then there comes the police, was passing by at the moment. And when they passed, we thought they were gonna just go about their business, but they came out the van and literally surrounded the yard. And I was the person who they picked up out of everybody that was there. And they said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Samuel," because my last name is Samuel. And he said, "Your name is wanted. Your name is in the book. Your name is a wanted name. And we're gonna take you up." And they literally took me from off of the road right there. And while I was leaving in the police jeep with the sirens going crazy, all I could hear was the same voice that was speaking to me saying, "Don't stop there, continue." It was like a broken record in my head. Like I knew I heard it. That's when I pay attention to what was being said to me. And I knew right in that moment that it was God that was directing my steps, but I didn't listen. And so I was locked up from that. So technically, it was a poor decision for me not to listen to the voice of God. And I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, because it wasn't like I was a criminal element, but I was around people who were, criminal elements. So technically, it's a mixture of both. And I paid the price for it. But at the end of the day, I came out the victor, because I am now an example to the same youth in the community, seeing me now going to church, living up, leaving the things of the streets. They are now asking me, "How do you do it? We want to leave the street. We want to come out of the badness, but we don't know how to do it." And I said to them, "Listen me, it's just God. Like if it was up to me, I'd still be on the corner with you guys, but God pulled me out by the ear." Yeah.
And how long were you behind bars?
All right, so I spent, and this is gonna sound silly, but 3 days and 3 nights. And that to me, when I started studying the scriptures, it was very specific, because there was a person who was running from God called Jonah. And he ran from God, and he spent 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of a whale because he didn't want to do the work of God. So when I read that and I look at my life story, I said, this is significant. Even though when I remember the conversation with the police officers, when they said your name is wanted, it wasn't that my name was really wanted by the police, but it was wanted by God. And my name was written in the police station, the book down by the police station. It was written in the Lamb's Book of Life. My story, my conversion process is miraculous, bro. And I'm not tripping. My testimony is something that I always share with people to show how miraculously God pulled me out.
Well, it looks like it shaped you into the man you are today, which is nice to see. There's a couple more questions before we go back in. I'll tell you, a lot of curious people out there, because we've had many artists come on every week, and these are the most questions, actually, very active with the questions. tonight, which is it's nice to see because that tells me that they are actively watching and interested in learning more about you. So you've got them drawn in. So Rohan Barrett would like to know, which age group do you minister to and how do you plan to reach those who don't necessarily like this kind of music?
All right. Well, thank you for that question, Mr. Barrett Run. This music is really something that young people really enjoy. A lot of young people like hip hop music, like rap music. It's a very intricate kind of a music because it's wordplay. You know, people normally refer to rappers as a wordsmith. So literally, you try to find the most intricate ways to tell what you're telling without making it just blatantly simple. So for people who don't want to go through that agony of assessing lyric and wordplay, they would probably not enjoy this kind of music. So the youth, they would follow people like Luka Wayne and all of these rappers who say things so intricately, and they would listen for hours and say, "Oh, yo, you know that's what he meant when he said this." And so it would be they found a gem. They found something beautiful in the music. So for me, that's the audience that I reach. And in terms of reaching those who don't like it, I really am not going to force the music on people who don't like it. I wouldn't do that because I wouldn't want somebody to force music on me that I don't like. And I think that's part me breaking that barrier of giving church and Christianity a different ear, a different look. Because what is forced upon everybody is, soft, romantic worship songs, which there is intimacy in Christ. But then a lot of this kind of stuff doesn't attract the young male in the street. They might find it a little bit too soft for them. But if somebody can come and say, hey, listen, it's easy to be an artist and call it ministry, but in the middle of all this, are we rapping for the carnal things? Are we trying to save souls so that God can reward us? God is not pleased with the similes or the fact that your verses are metaphoric. That's wordplay. They'll probably say, hey, who is this Christian person going this hard on the beat? And that will draw them in. So that's the people who I really want to reach, the people who are actually drawn by the kind of music that I'm doing. I'm not going to go on a quest or a mission to reach people who aren't. If you love soft, nice grace thrillers, worship music, that's good. I'm not that kind of artist. I'm for the street.
Okay.
And so we basically have music coming out right now that is built for the streets. We have a project coming out called Just a Step, and that is an album that is going to be geared to talking to artists who are secular. Just like myself, I was secular, and Donovan, Survivor the Gifted Grant, reached out to me in my secular stages, and now I'm a minister of the gospel. So we have a whole album geared to reaching out to people who are in the secular realm. A lot of artists, Lady Saw, Wayne Marshall, you see a lot of ministers, gospel, secular artists are now converting to Christ. So we are going to basically use our talent and our music to campaign this mission of Christ to reach even these people who are influencers in the music and those who are in the streets.
Okay. I hope I get this right. Polyphonics House Entertainment. If I messed up your name, I apologize. Their question is, do you only use tracks or do you perform with a band? I could probably answer this for you, but I'm going to let you answer.
Yeah, definitely. I don't only use tracks. I only use tracks when I'm limited and don't have the musicians at my disposal. And so I just like to take this moment to shout out to Cody Keys and String Beans and all of the, Shane Henry, Joel, all of the bands people that support me. These are my friends in ministry, and they support me. They gather with me and study the music that I'm trying to do, and they put their expertise to it to make it sound good. So look out very soon for some live music, hip hop vibe from Bawnagen coming soon. So Mr. TR, I'm going to create a sound that is going to break the barrier between dancehall and hip hop using live music. So look out for me. Next time I'm on here, it's probably going to be a live show.
Awesome. Okay. Okay. Actually, I want to take a minute to thank some more people for coming in. I want to also thank K Positive Reckford, and I also want to thank King and Queen Stacking for the super chats. I still do have one more question
Shoot.
for you, and it is. And after you answer this question, then I'm going to actually acknowledge people in the chat. Thank you, Polyphonics. I'm glad I got it right. DJ Rince is asking, which Jamaican gospel artist would you love to do a collab with?
All right, which Jamaican gospel artist I would love to do a collab with? I'm thinking there's a lot of artists out there. I'll probably say I'll go ahead and do something with Lucas Music because he's a local rapper just like myself. So I do a collaboration with Lucas Music. Yeah, not from here.
Okay. So now I want to thank Greg Manley, and I want to thank Be Amazing Sylvia for helping out with dropping the links that I had asked to be dropped today. I appreciate the help. Thank you very much. Hey, Tony Damien, thank you for coming. Amazing Maisie, again, thank you for coming. Ms. Yo-Yo Show, thank you for coming. Bridget, thank you for the super chat. I just want to thank everybody, actually, for being here. There's a massive amount of people in here tonight, more so than I've had before. And it seems that they're very tuned in with your story. And like I said, I've never really gotten this many questions before, and it seems that they're still ongoing. Patrice wants to know, and let me actually, I'm going to ask you Patrice's question, but don't answer until I acknowledge everyone in the crowd. But Patrice wants to know if you would ever want to come to, and I always mess up this country, but I'm saying, some people say Antigua, some say Antigua, but whichever one it is, you know what the island is. Would you ever go there to perform? Hold off on answering that so that I could actually address some of the people who've been coming in so that they know that I have actually seen them, and I want to just acknowledge them and thank them for being here. Jason Buchanan, you're actually one of them. Thank you for being here. I think this is actually 2 weeks in a row. I appreciate it. Vibing with the Rude Girl, thank you for being here. Rohan Barrett, thank you for being here. Again, Greg Manley, thank you for being here. The Crockett Way, sis, thank you for being here. Yonique Moncrief, thank you for being here, and thank you for being very active in the chat. It seems you still have some more questions. So we're going to try to answer a few more questions before we go back into music. But Ace, thank you for being here. I just want to make sure that I've actually addressed everybody. Peaceful Sistren, thank you for being here. Angela M, thank you for being here. You know, Born Again, I just want to let you know that there are some people who come to these streams. They actually are several hours ahead of us. Some of them are, 12 hours ahead, 13 hours ahead.
Wow.
Some are 6 hours ahead. And there are people
Thank
who
you,
actually
guys.
set their alarm clock to actually come here because it's like maybe 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning, and they choose to be here. So, TR and I are blessed because we have people who really love and appreciate and respect what we do. So we're blessed to be up on this platform and have amazing people. Jamaican Life Nice, if you're still here, thank you for being here. Donna Smith, thank you for being here. If I've missed anyone, Patrice Charles, thank you for being here and being so active. And you know what? I just really want to continue on. I don't want to deprive the people of their questions. Life with Ro, thank you for being here, sis. I appreciate it. Ventura DJ, thank you for being here. Again, I could go on and on because there's many, many people in here, but I really want to bring it back because I really, want the chat to get the questions that they have answered, because there's a lot of people who have a lot of questions and a lot of, interest in you and what you're all about. So we're all learning about you. at the same time. So Sharon Brown, thank you for being here. Joan Brown was actually here earlier. If she's not here any longer, I do want her to know, if she watches the replay, that I did see her and I appreciate her being here. So you can answer the Antigua question, and then I have another one that's actually across the chat right now. So if you want to answer if you would ever go to perform in Antigua, you can certainly answer that now.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely take the gospel wherever it is that it's needed. I mean, if you look in the description of this video, you should see my link tree, and there is booking information and everything there. So if you want me to come wherever your city is, wherever your town is, to do what I do for God and to minister to the youth in your community, tell them my story, give them my testimony, I am ready to go. So Antigua.
All right.
Is what.
Bring us all with you. So then I have, Yonique has another question, and then Sarah Devienne actually has a question for you as well. And after those two questions, I think we're going to go back into hearing more of you with the singing as opposed to the talking. So Yonique wants to know, she said she knows that people bash you because of your choice of rapping Christian songs. So what do you have to say to them? And then actually, I could actually incorporate Sarah Devienne's question into it, because he says when people say they don't like what you're doing, what keeps you going? So Yonique wants to know, when people bash you because of your choice of rapping Christian songs, what do you say to them? And Sarah is basically asking, when this happens, what keeps you going?
Definitely. So I can answer that with the word of God. And the word of God from 1 Peter 4, chapter 11 says, if any man speak, let him speak as of the oracles of God. And if any man minister, let him minister as in the ability that God giveth, that in all things God may be glorified through Christ Jesus. So that all things means that in all things Christ may be glorified. So even in rap music, God can be glorified through Christ Jesus. And he says, once you are doing it, do it in the ability that God gives. So the ability that God gave me is to be a little bit more, literature oriented. So I like words, and I like putting words together, and I like making words rhyme. So that's my ability. And I'm just using it to glorify the King. I mean, don't hate, just relate, try to relate. But yeah, I try to love everybody and just bless them. And if they don't like it, I try to teach them from the word, and that's how I do things. I don't take it personal or get, resentful, because everybody has their right to choose or to like what they want. I like rap.
Okay, so now my next thing is, I have a co-host sitting to the left of me. And I've actually chatted up a storm while he was probably still wanting to ask another question or so. So I apologize for coming in, and thank you, Jason Buchanan. So I'd like to take a step back and give the show back to my co-host.
All right, I'm not going to take the show back, because this show is basically featuring you and your message and your ministry. As you said, your ministry is for people to get a difference within the same culture. Now, before you touch the stage back with your performances, let me just ask you this one thing. Have you ever targeted a particular audience? Most artists seem to want to get their music to mainstream. And this is a big goal for most artists, that they want to get into mainstream. Do you have a target audience that you would like to reach, or you just want to reach whomever will? Or when you're, let me tell you this, most artists, when they are writing their music, I mean the big one, the bigger ones, the more established ones, they actually pray on their music. They say, all right, this is what I want my music to do. And that's why their music creates a certain conviction on a particular audience. Like, for instance, Vibes Cartel music will reach the younger generation as opposed to those over 50 and 60 and 70. So his target is the young generation, and because he has the young generation in his pocket, then he basically has the future of dancehall music in his pocket. So what do you have as a goal, or do you have an audience that you would like to, basically reach, or, elaborate on that? And at the end of that, we're not coming back to the questions. So after you answer that question, you just go right to your next track.
All right, that's what's up. All right, so definitely the audience that I want to reach with my music, it's really a little bit of both, because I know a lot of people who are in age, they're not young, but they like rap, they like hip hop, they like Christ, or they would love to listen to Christ like music in that fashion. But then, really and truly, I know college kids, the youth, are definitely the main target, because they are the one that literally embraces this music without question. All they want to know is what the message is. It's not about the style of the music for them, like to say, oh, let me find out if it's something that I like. They already like rap, but they just want to know, okay, what is your lifestyle? How are you living? That's where it is now with music. It's because most of these artists, the secular, the big artists that you talk about, it's no longer about what they're delivering anymore. It's about their lifestyle. Let me see how many cars you have. Let me see if you change your clothes every day. This is what social media has done. It has literally put your whole life on a parade, and people are just looking for everything about your life. So for me doing this music and attracting this kind of an audience, I'll be able to show them, okay, this is where I go to worship. Okay, this is how I live. Oh, this is the brand that I support, PSJII, put some Jesus in it. So I'm making Christ cool to those youth who will probably be looking for something wholesome and a good message to embrace, right? And not necessarily want to run with what everybody else is doing, because we have a lot of people out there. So those people are the person that I'm targeting. So let me show you how I target them. Yeah. That puts a mark on your life like. Yeah. That put a mark on your life like tattoo. Listen, yeah. I know you're feeling kinda trapped, youth, but trust me, God got you. I know you hear this a lot too, yet still things stand still like a statue. Them say you are gonna lay down in a cafu, and your family's around you in a black suit. The devil is a liar, that is not true. God put a mark on your life, tattoo. I know it's kinda hard to see, but trust me, your day will come. The darkest hour of your night is right before the sun. Celebrating the race before it starts. I know it sounds kinda dumb, but Marcus said with confidence, you have already. So when I bust these rhymes, I hope it touch these minds. Yeah, you rough, this life is an uphill climb. You're a diamond in the rough, that mean you just need shine. Them say walk by faith, but first you must be blind. I think I lost you for my sake, dear. Just know one day you're gonna get there. Yes, dear, rent the shop, dress here. You'd go back to school and wait till next year. I know it's kinda hard to see, but trust me, your day will come. The darkest hour of your night is right before the sun. Celebrating the praise before it starts. I know it sounds kinda dumb, but Marcus said with confidence, you have already won. Yeah, I know you're feeling kinda trapped, youth, but trust me, God got you. I know you hear this a lot too, yet still things stand still like a statue. Them say you are gonna lay down in a cafu, and your family's around you in a black suit. The devil is a liar, that is not true. God put a mark on your life, tattoo. Say tattoo. God put a mark on your life like. Hey, tattoo. God put a mark on your life like. Yeah. Tattoo. Next year. Yo, shout out to my bro Igneous that came out represented on this track with me. We're looking to drop this single officially. This is an unreleased single as well that you just heard. It's called Inkhorn. But this one, I just want y'all to listen. Woke up this morning, didn't see the sun in. Looking through my windows, everybody running. Wonder what was happening, the answer came sudden. The King of Kings back for all that thought he wasn't coming. falling from the skies, planes by the dozens. Thought about my mama, my brothers and my cousins. Will my friends make it, God, in spite of what they done you? Make no sense, I ask him, I know that they wouldn't. Everybody crying, some people was trying to commit suicide, but nobody was dying. This is the revelation of what was prophesied. The book of life was open and the people formed the line. Secrets so exposed, nobody couldn't hide the things that they were doing to ruin each other's lives. My own life flashed before me, wish I could rewind, undo the things that I've done wrong and somehow make him right. But this is the ending, all the time is lost. The people were confessing, he is the Lord of Lords. Behold the King of Heaven, when Gabriel sounds a chord. Even Rick Ross gave up his title as a boss. Whoa, and then the moon turned red. Preacher stopped preaching, everything was done said. All hope is gone now if you were not saved. High priest was elected yet without a conclave. I knew this would happen one day, and those who were denouncing him will lead on and pray, confessing all their sins, but at this point it's done late, because now they realize that there was only one way. Unbelievers turn believers, screaming out for Jesus, don't know where he going, but please don't you leave us. The earth was getting hotter though, who turned up the heaters, Flintstones catching fire, planet Earth to start a fever, woo! And chicks forgetting their divas, running crazy in the streets. You don't even know where her weave is. Thugs who were tough, starting showing their weakness. Defeated by the first on black, showing their cleavage. Hollywood exposed. Y'all be worshiping demons, Illuminati, skull and bones. Freemasons, I'm talking legions. Stock market pose, crashing without a reason. And money can't save you now, not even politicians. Whoa, and media houses, zooms and signal. Can't believe what they're showing us like movies with Steven Seagal. Woo. The heart of man is very evil. Man is not you from the street, so you worship in the cathedral. Whoa, when the moon turned red, preacher stopped preaching, everything was done said. All hope is gone now if you were not saved. High priest was elected yet without a conclave. I knew this would happen one day, and those who were denouncing him will lead on and pray, confessing all their sins, but at this point it's done late, because now they realize that there was only one way. I got a question. What if this is the ending? I see the church fighting, but what are we defending? Social media trap the youth. Look at what is trending. Don't know who the spider is, but look at what the web did. Got us living in the matrix, virtual reality. I'm guessing now it makes sense. But we forgot we had a maker. Found that I was sleeping when somebody told me, wake up. Breathe. 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 All right, so I have to officially introduce this one right now because TR, I'm definitely going to dedicate this song to you right now because you say, you know, what go on for the culture. So what you know? Father P, big up yourself. Cashflow Studios, thank you for hosting this live. Yeah, this is a good opportunity for Bawnagen Ministry to, you know, put himself out there. Thank you, FS Rose and TR, for inviting me again. I really appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I'm humbled. Definitely. So I want to do something for the Jamaican them in the building. So let it flow.
Silence church. The pastor is about to preach.
Every child of God, I hear the sound of the pastor say.
What the pastor say?
Yeah, we go my church one day. What's that right? What's that deep? From your strong. You know sick, filled with the Holy Spirit. Who are your than God of my than? Them say church now we but Jesus are my brand. Who are your than God of my than? If you know what God better then go and go find one. Hey, who are your than God of my than? Don't even represent and he's like you a blind man.
Silent church. The pastor is about to preach.
Hey, your wife is here. Convention this December now got normal.
Pastor say.
So who said? Happy come my church one day. What's that? What's that deep? From your strong. You know it, filled with the Holy Spirit. Who are your than God of my than? Them say church now we but Jesus are my brand. Who are your than God of my than? If you know what God better then go and go find one. Boy, who are your than God of my than? If you know what God to a blind man. Hey, who are your than God of my than? I'm the church is not free. Born again.
Silence church. The pastor is about to preach.
Every child of God, we have something. The sound of the pastor say. What the pastor say? Yeah, we go my church one day. Yes, who say? Hey, what's I read? From your song. You know sick, filled with the Holy Spirit. Who are your than God of my than? Them say church now we but Jesus are my brand. Who are your dad? God of my dad. And if you know I got a better then, go and go find one. Who are your dad? God of my dad. Man, the resident and decide to a blind man. Hey, so who are your dad? God of my dad. And the church is a scream. Hey, put up. Silence church.
The pastor is about to preach.
What up? TR.
Yes, my boss.
Talk to me.
Brethren. You can't lose if God your dad, man.
Talk to me now, man.
Brethren, you see you get me on my toes them right and no rasta. Brethren, a God of my dad, you know, you see from you go God of your dad, you can't lose no king. From you go God of your dad, eat that you know, brother. Gone, you gone, you know. Hey,
let him go to the Indian name. Silent.
Yo, just pull the tune up and dash the tune power again, brother.
Silence church.
The pastor is about to preach. If we child of God, hear the sound of the pastor say. What the pastor say? I become a church one day.
What's a rock? What's a did? You know. Why, what's enough? Say, who are your dad? God of my dad.
But Jesus is my dad.
Who are your dad? God of my dad. So who are your dad?
God of my dad.
So who are your dad? I'm the church is a scream.
God of my man.
Yo, pull up. So when we say, church is a scream, Jesus.
Hold on. Did the lady actually say God of my man? That she said?
Yeah.
She said, you said definitely when the churches said them say Jesus are my man, you know. It's like them tell say, I don't want anybody right now. Jesus is my, you know? Yeah. So the line there, the churches said them love it. When we say, I'm a churches that scream, them proudly sing the line there. Kick it again, DJ.
Church. The pastor is about to preach. If we child of God, I hear the sound of the pastor say. What the pastor say? Yeah, I become a church one day.
I'm strong.
You know, say,
Fill with the Holy Spirit. Who are your dad? God of my dad.
but Jesus is my dad.
Hey, so who are your dad? God of my dad. If you know God the better, then go find one. So who are your dad? God of my dad. See how where's the record? So who are your dad?
God of my man.
Like a soldier on the battlefield, so me fearless. I think you will go come out smooth and tearless. You have to listen to the spirit, no time for your flesh. Like David, when a time for war, but dangerous. No follow the heathen and end up in your mess. So me nah nothing and them away the latest. Yes, who test positive on the yes-ness. Relationship with God are the greatest. And if you start and end the day in a face, stress it's impossible to please God if you're faithless. You know you want food better and you're plateless. I'll child of God rise the blood stain banners. Now I'm about to see it and let me see the banners. But conversation go up good manners. So the Father God alone may give the honors. Who are your dad? God of my dad.
But Jesus is my dad.
Hey, so who are your dad? God of my dad. And if you know what God better, then go find one. So who are your dad?
God of my man.
So who are your dad? God of my dad. All the churches that scream.
God of my man.
Accept the challenge, embrace the hardship, man, more harm and dangerous than a warship. Even if you get wrecked like fall from Tarshish, God will part it like Red Sea and make you cross it. But then put you with lions like Daniel. Just remember that is always Emmanuel. And when he deliver you, everybody you fit tell. I run go tell the gospel like the woman at the well. The Hebrew boys listen that we learn first. Put them in on the fire, think them would have burned up. But the devil is a liar, I just hold him with fire. Not the middle of the fire, the Messiah turn up. All China God rise the blood stain. Now I'm proud to see it and let me see. But conversation go rub good manners. So to Father God, yeah, what we say? So who are your dad?
God of my dad. But Jesus is my dad.
And we say, who are your dad?
God of my dad.
And if you know what God better, then go find one. Who are your dad?
God of my dad.
Alright, your partner now. So who are your dad? God of my dad. And the church is just scream.
My man.
So I heard the preacher say,
I hear this preacher.
you're happy come to church one day. Say you're happy come to church one day. Yeah, yeah, me pull up.
Hold on there.
Yeah, man, see the one that blast, you know.
And that me a talk about, yo, me want me don't play it, Me want me don't play it this a week because me a spin this a tune upon my station whole week, the
All
week,
right, then see that
Hey.
Father B, don't play again already. All right, so we're here, don't play right. And the studio we're there, Cash Flow Studios. This is where it's recorded. This is where it's produced. So don't play it at the least.
Yeah, man, me want me don't play it the week, I go, yo, me go spin that track upon me station for the entire week, so no worry, you go see a flow. You go see a cash flow come your way. Well.
See that?
You go see all kind of flow come your way this weekend, because I tell you, you see the tune them just start, because you see from you go God a year done, and God a my done, and God a the girl, Jesus a the girl them man. I hit that, King. I hit that,
See that? Yeah, definitely. It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. Music our life, man. We love music. We create music. Once you give we a beat, and we listen to the beat and we hear what the beat is saying, we just hold a vibe and we just deliver the word of God in it. You know what I mean? And this is like joy for me to do this. You know what I mean? Because this is where Christ say, yo, occupy till I come. So we give them occupy till him come. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, bro. This song, me like it. I really like it. It has a vibe, and you can't sit still when you listen to a song like this. You can't sit still. It just full of vibes, brother. That song, yeah. Have a
Yeah.
vibe, king. That song, yeah. Have a vibe, king.
Yeah, man,
Anyway,
definitely.
I'm not sure if this was your last song. But if it is your last song, then we're just going to go back into the questions. So, SF Rose, back to your show.
So God World Music Inc. Wanted to know which message you've ministered on a track that you believe God certified you as a messenger to his people.
Okay, thank you for that question, God World Music. And the question is, which message I've ministered on a track that I believe God certified me as a messenger to his people? Definitely, I would say the song that I really felt like the Lord gave me to tell the world is, I didn't do it tonight, but it's a song called New Creation. I said this song is a song I was telling you about with my testimony that I got the night when they were singing this song. So the song says, I'm a new creation, I'm a brand new man. It's a church song, everybody sing it and clap. I'm a new creation, I'm a brand new man. Old things are passed away, I'm born again. So I flipped it and I said, I'm a new creation, brand new man. Old things are passed away, I'm born again, more than a conqueror. That's who I am. I'm a new creation, I'm a brand new man. And that song has been sung by little babies, little children. I see singing that song, and I felt like this song is a wholesome message that has entered into the hearts of everybody that heard it. They, without even questioning, they just embraced what the word said. And it is true that once you have chosen Christ, you're a new creation, brand new man. All things are passed away, born again. So it represents my name. It represents my whole vibe. As a minister, I'm the person who sings about the salvation vibe, the process. My songs are all about encouraging people to come and experience this process of salvation and, feeling what it feels like to become new. So that song definitely, I believe, certified me anywhere I go right now. And I say, oh, 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 oh. And I hear like everybody singing along with me. I know this song is the heart of the people beats with this song. So, yeah.
A question for you, Bawnagen. To me, I am a little bit confused, even though I just got the answer in the chat from Donna Smith. I think Donna Smith might be related to you. She may be your mother, or she may be your sister, or whomever she is.
They know you.
These people know you well. These people know you well, but I was a little bit confused earlier because you said that you got picked up when you were 26. But then you actually look like you just left high school. To be honest, you look like you're probably 19. And you said you got picked up when you were 26. And then according to somebody in the chat, this is actually 10 years later. So me not understand. Oh, you feel be 36 and look so. Are you really 36, brother? Mind your mother lie to you, know. Mind your mother tell lie. Hear me I say no.
That's what's up. Salvation beautify the me. You know, we load the late night bleaching and the weed smoking and you see the things them where you see people who in other world like not really say in other world, but just people on a whole way embrace a certain lifestyle. After a while, it really take a toll. But when the scripture say salvation beautifies the meek, and these things it a talk about. It a talk about the fact that you start, keep away from certain substances. We not day a road of bleach at night time again, like when we used to day a road of bleach, night dew and thing. Them thing they cut out. So we know we start eat right and think about how we eat and stop smoke and certain things what we used to do. So, we preserve. Christ preserve we and we're hopeful for that. I'm grateful. A lot of people really always say that to me that I don't look my age, and I appreciate that I can hear that and not say, "Whoa," like you look older than what you really age be. That would be the sad part.
Right on, brother, right on.
Um, so basically, I want to thank, everyone, your people who've come, my people who've come, TR's people, all the people that are in the chat. I want to, again, shout out some of the people. And then I want to see if there's any more questions. It looks like we finished up all the questions. So I want to ask you, Born Again, if after I shout...
Wallanda. You can't call... His name is not Born Again,
I said Born.
Born Again.
Born Again.
What you mean? Up top the general.
Yeah. I want to know if you would close out the show with the song you just did so that we could leave the show in the dancing spirit. I didn't know if you had any other songs planned, but if you did, you could sing what you had planned, but I'd still love to end the show with that last song again. You could sing more than one.
Which one?
But I think we should end it dancing. If you're okay with that. So I do want... Okay, go ahead.
Which one? The new creation or God Am I Done?
The one...
God Am I Done.
God Am I... Yeah. No.
I cash flow it. Seal it. I want to go on a road.
I'm a white American right now, and you're exposing me.
Could you please new creation?
Yeah, if you... What did you have planned after we finished?
Yeah, what else I gonna do? We're gonna do what you asked, but we're just gonna put a little twist to it.
Okay.
I have my beautiful singer here. So we're just gonna give the anthem. This is the anthem that I want you to leave with, apart from the one that we're gonna do next.
Okay. So then I'm gonna thank everybody for coming. I'm gonna shout out some people, and when I give it back to you, I'm gonna let the chat know that's gonna be it. You're gonna sing, and once you're finished singing, the live is going to be over. I'm not going to come back in and say goodnight to everybody. So I'm going to actually thank everybody now, say goodnight to everybody now. Then I'm going to leave it over to Born Again. And you're going to finish off the show. And we are going to leave out from there. So everybody's going to be done when you're finished singing.
All right. And so we understand that, God Am I Done? Who are your man?
So anyway,
Okay.
Who's my man? You're my man. TR me man. Zine. Good night, Shakina. Thank you for coming. So again, I want to thank Shakina and Shem for coming. Greg Manley, thank you for being here, and thank you for helping as always. Jason Buchanan, thank you for being here. You have a good evening. Life with Ro, thank you for being here. Tony Damien, thank you for coming in and getting right to work. Patrice Charles, thank you for being here. Whiteford Vlog, thank you for being here. Excuse me. Sorry, people. Ace, thank you for being here. I want to thank Jewel Cranston. I'm not sure, is it Jewel? I'm sorry if I messed it up. I hope I didn't mess it up too bad. King and Queen Stacking, thank you for being here, and thank you for the super chat. Amazing Maisie, thank you for being here. Be Amazing Sylvia has left, I believe, but if she's still listening, thank you, sis, for being here and for also helping. God World Musicking, thank you for being here and thank you for participating so much tonight. Vibing with the Rude Girl, thank you for being here. Did I say Unique? Donna Smith, thank you for being here. Triple Deuce Scratcher, thank you for being here. Carolina Hillbilly, thank you for staying up past your bedtime. Sarah DVN, thank you for being here. And Jesus is my man.
Who told you that?
Sarah. So I hope Angela M, thank you for staying up. I know it's late and I appreciate you always staying up. Well, almost always staying up. Joelle, okay. So I was good. Okay. I'm glad I didn't botch it. So again, thank you everybody for being here. If I missed anybody, CJ's Info, I think I saw you in here somewhere. So thank you for stopping in as well. And I'm just going to give one general thank you to everybody again for being here. I'm going to Ventura DJ, thank you for being here. TR, thank you for always being such a great co-host. I'm really more he's the primary, I'm like the secondary, but thank you. And everybody, again, thank you for enjoying the night with us, because again, I know I say it all the time, but I'm going to say it again, is life's about choices, and there's many places y'all could be tonight, but you've chosen to be here. So with that said, I appreciate that. I hope that you'll continue to come back. Normally, we go live here on this channel on Sundays, normally at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We came on an hour earlier tonight due to curfew reasons. So we're normally back at 8 o'clock. And next week, actually, we will be here 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Rohan Clark is coming back with the band. So we're in for another treat. So we've had, a few weeks of, some serious back-to-back treats, some really, really great music, kind of a wide variety. So it's been a blessing. So again, I appreciate it all. Also, I'm going to say once tonight, I haven't mentioned it. I'll mention my membership. It's pinned in the pinned message on the top. Anybody who has the ability with their country to become a member, and you want to become a member of my channel, I have a members only concert once a month. K Positive Reckford, thank you very, very much for being here, and the super chats. My membership is available. You can join anytime. You don't have to join during the live stream, but the message is pinned up at the top of the chat in the little blue message there. If you click on the link, it'll tell you about the membership. I have a cash members only giveaway that still hasn't come up yet. So if you join now, you will still be able to be in the cash giveaway. And again, there's a members only concert. We just had that the other night, but we have it once a month. So with that said, it's available, and if anybody's interested, by all means, you're more than welcome to join. Not going to talk about it anymore, and I thank all my members who are members currently, who are able to be members. I know there's some people, Jamaica, you can't become a member because the country doesn't participate, but any of my members, I appreciate you all for being loyal, and I appreciate, that everybody who is loyal to myself and loyal to TR. We both appreciate it. I can speak on behalf of him on that one. So with that said, if there's anything you want to say.
No, I just know say God am I done. That me know. Straight to the tune.
Yeah.
All right. Bon, again, we leave it off to you, and I say goodnight to everybody else. I'll see you next Sunday. Sarah DVN, thank you for being here. I will see you all next Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Rohan Clark and the band. And I leave it all to my guest of the evening.
1, 2, 3. I hear the sound of the pastor say, You have to come to church one day.
Silence church. The pastor is about to preach. Every child of God, I hear the sound of the pastor say. What the pastor say? We come to church one day.
What's a rock? What's a dip? Come here strong. You know sick, filled with the Holy Spirit. Who are your than God of my than them say church now we but Jesus are my brand. Who are your than God of my than? If you know what God do better then go and go find one. Who are your than God of my than? The only man that raised the dead and gives sight to a blind man. Who are your than God of my than? And my church is a scream. You know feel fearless like a soldier on the battlefield, so be fearless. Smooth and tearless. You have to listen to the spirit, no time for your flesh. Not like David when a time for war, but tear just no follow the Eden and end up in their mess. For me, nah, nothing and them away the latest. But yes, who test positive on the AIDS test? Relationship with God are the greatest. Enough to start and end the day in a base. Just it's impossible to please God if you're faithless. You know you want food, but not on your plateless. All child like God rise the blood stain manners. Now about to Satan, make me see the banners. Bad conversation, corrupt good manners. So the Father God alone, they give the honors. Who are your than God of my than? Church now we but Jesus are my brand. Who are your than God of my than? If you know what God do better then go and go find one. Who are your than God of my than? What me say? Who are your than God of my than? And the church is the screen. So me say accept the challenge, embrace the hardship, man more harm and dangerous than a warship. Even if you get wrecked like Paul from Tarshish, God will part it like Red Sea and make you cross it. When they put you with lions like Daniel, just remember that God is always Emmanuel. And when they deliver you, everybody if you tell. I run to tell the gospel like the woman at the well. The Hebrew boys listen that me learn first. Put them in on the fire, think them would have burn up. But the devil is a liar, and your soul him require. Not the Miguel of the fire, the Messiah turn up. I'll tell you God rise the blood stain banners. Now about to Satan, let me see the banners. But conversation door up good manners. So to Father God alone we give the question. Who are your than God of my than? Yeah, hear me now. Say who are your than God of my than? And if you know what God do better then go and go find one. Who are your than God of my than? Say who are your than God of my than? And the church is a screen. I hear the preacher say, I hear the preacher I'll become a church one day. I'll become a church one day. Our 6 month bringing you back. Yeah. Silence church. The pastor is about to preach. Every child of God, I hear the sound of the pastor say. What the pastor say? You have become a church one day. What's a rock now? What's a dip? From your strong. You know sick, I filled with the Holy Spirit. Who are your than God of my than them say church level. So we just say shout out to DJ Chini. You don't know. Shout out to everybody that put together to make this live possible tonight. Everybody that tuned in from everywhere, Canada, New York. You don't know. Shout out to 963 IMG, my radio family. You don't know. Nicole, St. Patrick. Everybody, much love. Bawnagen. Thank you for endorsing the live. Turn it up, DJ Neil. But me nah nothing and them have the latest boys who test positive on the AIDS test. Relationship with God are the greatest. Enough to start and end the day in a base. Just it's impossible to please God if you're faithless. You know you want food better and you're plateless. All child like God rise the blood stain banners. Now about to Satan, make me see the banners. Bad conversation, corrupt good manners. So the Father God alone me give the understand. Who are your than God of my than? Them say church now people Jesus are my brand. Who are your than God of my than? If you know what God do better then go and go find one. Who are your than God of my than? The only man that resident and gives sight to a blind man. Who are your than God of my than? All my churches that scream. Accept the challenge, embrace the hardship. Man more harm and dangerous than a warship. Even if you get wrecked like Paul from Tarshish, God will part it like Red Sea and make you cross it. So they put you with lions like Daniel. Just remember that God is always Emmanuel. And when they deliver you, everybody you fit tell. I run to tell the gospel me like the woman at the well. The Hebrew boys, listen that me learn first. Put them in a the fire, think them woulda burn up. But the devil is a liar, I just only be quiet. And the big kill of the fire, the Messiah turn up. All child like a rise, the blood stain banners. Now about to Satan, let me see the banners. Bad conversation, talk of good manners. Of the Father God alone, me give the question. Over Jordan, got a mind, and them say church now be but Jesus a my run. Over Jordan, got a mind, and if you know God be better, then go find one. Over Jordan, got a mind, and the only man represented and give sight to a blind man. Over Jordan, got a mind, and all the churches that scream Jesus a my man.
I hear the preacher say,
I hear the preacher speaking.
you have to come to church one day.
Whether alive,
You have to come to church one
or
day.
sick man bringing you back.